Hello there. The weekend is here, and it's a special weekend. Why? Because the biggest game in the whole world is about to go down. Over 1 billion football viewers all over the world watches this game every single year. So definitely it's all about the El Clásico this weekend. Real Madrid and Barcelona, or should I say Real Madrid and Barcelona. Of course, my name is Oluwafemi Akinsho. You can simply call me for my team. I've got today here, referee Barcelona.
Obaka.
Real Madrid. Okay, so we're going to preview Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Santiago de Bernabéu. This is a fixture that last season it was a massacre for Real Madrid. I mean, back to back 4 times in our competition, Real Madrid were beaten. But something tells me that this season is going to be different. So I will ask, going into this game, who do you think has the upper hand? Real Madrid, Barcelona. Barcelona, injuries. Real Madrid looking like they had injuries, now their players are coming back. Who has the upper hand?
Well, the injury is still there, actually. I think 3 or 4 defenders in Real Madrid are injured currently. Rudiger, Hussein, Mendy, Cavaja, Arnold.
They said Arnold and Cavaja could be back, but we're not sure yet.
So we're not sure yet. So I look at looking at Barca forward, as clinical as they are currently, they haven't missed chances.
But how many of those forwards are even available? That's the issue now. Because Rafinha is still missing.
Yes.
Lewandowski is still missing. Ferran Torres is still missing. So it looks like it's still between Yamal and Rashford. Okay, family pairs. So
yes.
So
hat-trick guy. Yes, the hat-trick guy. The guy is on fire currently. And looking at the quality of Real Madrid defense currently, which I think they will be inviting Chalmeni to the CB.
Yeah.
Probably. So and looking at the past
if Hodgson is back, Hodgson is also another player that they say could be back. If he's back, maybe they could start with.
But Barcelona team is not a team that relies on let me say individuality. Aside the skill of Yamal, we know how they really rely on Yamal and Pedri. But in as much as Yamal is on the field, Pedri is on the field, Dijon is on the field, they are being dominant in the midfield. I'm still thinking Barcelona.
And that's where I want to go to. Let's talk about, because we are aware of the attack and the defense of both sides. Yes, defense was Real Madrid, Barcelona is currently struggling right now, so it may be a struggle, but both teams were sure of the attack. They will score goals. So it looks like the battle will be on the midfield. And on the midfield, let's talk about the battle of the midfield. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Frankie de Jong,
Pedri,
Femi Lopez versus Bellingham, Adagula, Tchouaméni.
Well, personally, I believe Barca will still win the battle of the midfield. Because personally, I'm expecting Real Madrid to play on the low block and counter. To play on the low block
and counter.
Because we all know Barcelona will play on the high line. So that's how I'm seeing the game. And we all know the ability of Pedri and De Jong. We know how much they can keep the ball, how difficult it is to dispossess them. And with this, I'm still seeing Barca winning the midfield battle. The only headache I'm thinking Barca will be having is how to manage the Real Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another part I want us to quickly talk about, because the high line.
Yes.
This Barcelona high line, you don't play high line against fast attackers. It's one of the reasons why I feel like Real Madrid will have the upper hand. Because you play high line against Vinicius and Mbappe, you want to finish yourself.
They did it last season and it worked. They played 4 matches last season and they won all 4.
Playing like
yes,
but people will say that Real Madrid were not themselves last season.
Yes, but I'm expecting Xabi Alonso, as a prolific coach that he is, to make amendments, to learn from last season's error. Because if you notice the first game last season, they played together. I think Mbappe was offside, I think 8 times.
They were setting him up.
Yes, all of those passes were coming late. The timing were wrong. Before the passes could have been offside. So I don't know if you could work on the brilliance of Adagula today.
Okay.
Yes, and work on the timing. Because of Mbappe is a player whereby even if he's not running yet, if you give him that pass, whoever is running ahead of him, he will meet him there and will be ahead of that guy with his speed. So if they can work on the timing of those passes, well, they will have some advantage.
Okay, well, let's quickly give you some stats concerning the El Clasico before we go. Well, this El Clasico is going to be crucial. Why? Because in the last 8 El Clasicos, they have actually shared it 4-4. I will explain to you. The first 4, Real Madrid won everything. 0-4, 1-2, 1-4, and 3-2. But the last 4 El Clasicos, which was all played last season, it's been all Barcelona. 0-4, 2-5, 2-3, 3-4. So one thing is sure, El Clasico is a game that gives goals. You get goals, 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 goals. I'm talking about history of El Clasico also, talking about these two teams. Well, for the history, the amount of wins that Barcelona have ever had in the El Clasico is 103. And the amount of wins that Real Madrid have ever had is 105. So it looks like Barcelona needs to, still win two more. And this, talking about goals, El Clasico also produces goals. The amount of goals that Barcelona have scored in the El Clasico is 431, while Real Madrid have scored 437. So it looks like mostly Real Madrid is ahead on some of the stats, but we know that stats sometimes is history. Yes. What we deal with is now. So what will happen now? And this is where we get to the prediction part of the show. What will happen tomorrow when the El Clasico is played? I would like to start with you. Prediction.
I'm saying 3-2 in favor of Barcelona.
Barcelona 3-2 at the Santiago de Bernabeu.
I don't care.
Real Madrid at home. Well, I'm repping Real Madrid, so I'm going to say, in fact, I'm going to go all out this time. I'm going to say 2-1 Real Madrid, and of course, Omologo, Mbappe. Mbappe to score. And that's the size of the package. What do you think? Get in the comment section. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Who wins it?